Welcome back. So this year, the National Arts Festival celebrates 50 years of existence. From the 20th to the 30th of June, festival goers will be treated to a variety of theatre, drama and music productions. The festival started as a showcase of some 60 works in an attempt to preserve English culture and the 1820 settler heritage during the depths of apartheid. Can you believe it? Well, it's now transformed, becoming South Africa's longest-running arts festival. Dr. Siphiwo Mahala is the Deputy Chairperson of the National Arts Festival, and we're also joined in studio by Mr. Paul Noko, who is one of the artists who will be showcasing their work at the Arts Festival, joining us now for the discussion. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Newzroom Afrika, Mr. Mahala. The history here is very, very fascinating, that this was the National Arts Festival came about to tell the story of the settlers, and look at it today.
Absolutely. I mean, personally, I've been attending the festival since 1988, and you know, I was part of its transformation as an audience. So it's amazing that something that was essentially divisive has been turned into something so inclusive, something so beautiful.
Yeah, incredible. So one of the things that we know that the festival has had is, what's 50 years in existence now. Is it still the biggest festival on the continent?
Absolutely, still the biggest festival on the continent. At some point, it was the second biggest festival in the world of its kind. Goodness. I don't know where we are at the moment, but surely we bringing one of the best exciting programs.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy because over the past few years, there's been, I mean, I remember 2020, 2021, the National Arts Festival needing to contend with operating during the COVID pandemic.
Yeah, every other year, I mean, being in the arts, you know, you're going to meet challenges, so you need to be versatile. Yeah. So when lockdown happened in 2020, 2021, we had to think on our feet, so to speak, and we put together a virtual festival, and we had, you know, very limited time to do so. And I'm glad that we're one of the first festivals to present an online festival, and it went very well 2020 and 2021. And
we're going back to normal this year?
Yes, from last year, this is the third year, but you know, in 2022, we're still unsure if it's happening.
People were still scared.
Yes, people were still not sure. So we did it last year. So this year is special in the sense that we're celebrating this milestone of 50 years of existence. So we're presenting a very, very exciting program, presenting, you know, younger theatre makers like Paul here, and very senior ones. So I like that juxtaposition. You know, we'll have, for instance, Silumeka Ncube was there in 1994, performing Ken Temba's The Suit, a play that went on to be performed in about 30 countries all over the world.
Incredible.
So he's going back there now on the 30th anniversary of the play. To perform it once again.
Oh, goodness. I've got FOMO. Got FOMO. I mean, if you know the story of The Suit, and if you haven't, I mean, if you have kids especially, we're not, maybe not for kids, maybe not. Maybe The Suit is not for the kids. Mr. Noko, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much for asking like stuff.
Yeah, no, so you're presenting a show? 1 Yard, 7 Shacks.
Yeah, 1 Yard, 7 Shacks.
Tell us about 1 Yard, 7 Shacks.
You see, where I come from, there is one house, and there are 7 shacks, with 7 different families who speak 7 different languages. So the yard has to find a common language so that they can coexist. So my work interrogates the politics of linguistic. So we are at the time where indigenously we are trying to find our language, we are trying to document our language. So as well, where I come from, there is a language we are speaking, which is a Tsotsital. So mina marinate manje Tsotsital ngifaka academic space, bridging the gap between academic and community, so that at least as academics, what we document and what we write, at least our people can relate with it, can read it. Because at some point, sometimes we write and the academics take the theory and it becomes complicated for our people
to really
understands. Me, I'm just want to tone it down, chop it to its size so that my people can be able to understand that as a researcher, as a scholar, this is their work, and especially the politics of language. Because language now, lately, is becoming a tool. We understand how powerful is language. It carries culture, it carries identity. So 1 Yard, 7 Shacks deals with those things, and I have used a special tool in terms of telling this story, which I'm bringing in 5 females. And 5 females who are in a music industry, because music is also language, music also carries culture. So I'm mixing Kwaito, because Kwaito also is our original music, and I'm putting hip-hop, because hip-hop is also an influence of youth.
But quite hop.
But, 19. 19. Oh, when we get into Hambanat, when I'm in a scheme, so that's the comfortability I want to also bring in terms of this language, to say, wherever you are, you understand there is a particular language you have, even in our houses, even our homes, we have a specific language. It's even worse when you are in a relationship. There's a particular word that your next will speak to you, your particular language, your inside jokes. So I'm interrogating that in terms of language that carries your identity, that carries your culture. And through music, through hip-hop, through Kwaito, and especially the representation of females in the music industry, I'm also questioning that. So that when you see these females, you must think about the story that is about to unfold and the power that they hold, because it's also about mother tongue. And mother tongue, umama, nelim. So females have a bigger role also to play in this mother tongue kind of like carrying. So I am using that kind of metaphors also to tell this story, and also try to academically, like I say, bridge the gap, simplify it for my people. So 1 Yard 7 Shack represent South Africa, cohesion, the amalgamation, the colors that we have, the 11 official languages that we have. I'm bringing South Africa into a theatrical space.
Do you know what I love about that? How many black South Africans, urban black South Africans, have lived that experience? I mean, all of us. I mean, so many of us have lived in that 1 Yard 7 Shacks experience where, you know, next door there's someone who speaks Shona, you know, this side someone speaks Zulu, and we all make it work. What I like about it as well is the idea of our own stories being told on a stage like the National Arts Festival, and one hopes that it brings our people to the festival as well, right? Yeah,
absolutely. Over the years, that's what the festival tried to do. As I said, you know, you have people like Mamela Nyamza, who did their work, inaugurated their work there, and then they go to the world after that. That's why, much as it's always exciting to host the greatest of artists, but we also have this developmental thrust where we try and find new voices. So that's why the likes of Momo Matsunyane will be showcasing their work there.
I mean, how many plays have you got this year? How many productions? Because it's not all plays.
200.
200.
Yeah, I forget the number, but it's around
huge,
there. That's the thing. It's across the different disciplines in the arts. So. If you want music, we have a Siphiwo Mabuse, who's 72 years old this year and has been performing for all these years. You have a Mandisi Janji, who is younger and who will definitely become a legend in his own right someday.
I'm keen to hear about your own cast. You talk about the ladies really being put front and center of 1 Yard 7 Shacks.
Firstly, I'll start with my assistant director, which is Hannah van Tonder Wamaja.
Wamaja, you gave him his surname.
What's it? AKA, I want a choice in Vanna. So I'm speaking the female. She's assisting me to direct. She has a very beautiful eye. She studied at Verds, masters in anthropology and social understanding. So a human being she understands perfectly in a society. So she's helping me to direct. I've got performers such as Slick. She's a hip-hop head. I've got Londi, Martinez. I've got young too. Especially they are second years at Verds. Hey, maybe I might be selling myself. I've got students from Verds that are in my play. Please, I need them to be in my play. And it's a matter of also the development of the youth, like Doctor was said. The youth and the old coming together. So I have the experienced actresses and hip-hop top heads and I have young ones also who are developing and who are willing to tell the story and who are willing to make a mark and make their name.
Man.
So we are there just to make our name and raise our hand and say, we can do this, we want to do this, we want to tell our story, we want to tell the story to the world. And also that indigenousness, making it understand. You know when you play a type of music and they go, Utini manje lo, Pakistan se hamba manje, and people dance to it, but they don't understand the metaphors beneath it. So I am saying there is more to it than us trying to make it like it's us in the round table. No, it's about the world. We have to make the world understand our stories. So I'm trying to tell the world about where I come from, who I am, and about my people. And like ngifuna ukuyimarinate that I mangithatha bangibeke emazweni iphendile senze busy or kanjani.
Marinate.
Say marinate. Yeah, into ezinjalo.
Dr. Mahala. Okay, so what's coming up? Give us dates, tickets, websites, all of those details, and just other highlighted projects that are, you've mentioned a few, if you want to mention some more.
The National Arts Festival is happening from the 20th to the 30th of June. So the website is nationalartsfestival.co.za. There's a very exciting program in the visual arts. We have people like Brett Bailey, for instance. And you know what he's talking about, marinating. I'm the manifestation of that in the sense that I grew up in Makanda and I grew up seeing all these people, and that really inspired me. And finally, I got to write my own work, which premiered at the festival and went on to travel the world, including getting a 4-star rating at the Edinburgh Festival.
Gosh.
All
right, we're going to leave it there. Guys, thank you so much. All the best, Mr. Noko, with your play. We really, really do appreciate your time and your energy. And just, you know, I hope I'm going to be able to come to the festival. I encourage all of you to be there. I've attended the festival a few times, and it really is worth the experience every single time. Mr. Siphiwo, Mahala, an absolute pleasure having you in
and
studio.
50 years, so it's 50 years. 50 years.